Greetings. This video is on how to find slope if you're given 2 points or 2 ordered pairs on a line. Let's remind ourselves what slope is. Slope is the ratio that describes how steep or flat a line is. There are 4 different types of slopes: a positive slope, a negative slope, a line with the slope of 0, or a line that has undefined slope. The slope ratio measures the rate of change between the vertical change and the horizontal change of a line. Here's an example. The question states, find the slope of the line that goes through the point -3, -1, and 3, 4. If we look at slope, it's indicated with the letter M. And when we talk about slope, we say it's the ratio that compares the change in y over the change in x. We have this really nice formula to use to help us find slope numerically. This formula says slope is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now, where do you find the values to find slope? Well, we're given 2 points, and those subscript numbers refer to which point it comes from. Remember, the y values are always the second value in an ordered pair. The subscript 2 describes it as being the y value in the second point that's given to us in our problem. So y2 is 4. And y1 is -1 because that's the y value in the first point, 1 referring to the first point given in our problem. x2, similar to y2, is 3. x2 refers to the x value of the second point, and x1 refers to the x value in the first point. If we look at this example, we're going to take 4 minus -1 all over 3 minus a -3. When we do the computations, remember that when we are subtracting a negative, we're really adding the opposite. So the problem becomes 4 plus 1, which equals 5, and 3 plus 3, which is 6. So the line that goes through these 2 given points has a slope of 5/6. Let's look at another example. It says find the slope of the line that goes through the points -6, 8 and 2, 2. Let's go ahead and label our coordinates so we know which points go where in our formula, or which values go where in our formula. This is x1 because that's the x value of the first point. This is y1 because it's the y value of the first point. This is x2 because it's the x value of the second point, and this is y2 because it's the y value of the second point. So slope, remember slope is referred to as m, equals y2, which is 2, minus y1, which is 8, all over x2, which is 2, minus x1, which is -6. When we do the computations here, 2 minus 8 is -6, and 2 minus a -6 becomes 8. We can reduce this like any other fraction or write an equivalent fraction in lowest terms, and this becomes -3/4. So the line that goes through these 2 points has a negative slope of 3/4. The next question says find the slope of the line that goes through the point -3, -3, and -3, 5. So let's go ahead and label our coordinates. We have x1, we have y1, we have x2, and we have y2. So m equals -5 minus a -3 all over -3 minus a -3. Once we do our computations, we have -5, and this becomes +3, which is -2, and -3 minus a -3 becomes -3 plus 3, which is 0. Because we have 0 in the denominator of our fraction, or on the bottom of our ratio, we say this line has a slope of undefined. Let's look at one more example. Find the slope of the line that goes through the point 1, -2, and 7, -2. This is x1, this is y1, this is our x2, this is our y2 point. Slope is going to be equal to -2 minus a -2 all over 7 minus 1. When we do the computations, we get -2 plus 2, which is 0, and 7 minus 1 is 6. Because 0 is on the top of our fraction or ratio, this has a slope of 0. This concludes our tutorial on how to find slope given 2 points. Thanks.